Welcome to the glorious Peak District, more specifically Brown Knoll, and it's an absolutely beautiful day. And today I'm out with my friend Phil, aka Tideswellman.
Hello, how you doing?
Phil and I have been saying we're going to meet up for a long while, and we've finally done it. We parked the car down at Barber Booth and we've walked up and then along the track here to Brown Knoll. We're going to head over towards Kinder Scout and to Kinder Downfall, and then we'll just see what happens. But it's a beautiful day, it really is. So Phil and I were just saying that over the years Brown Knoll's changed quite a bit. Wind the clock back 3 years ago and it was an absolute nightmare to walk down towards Rush Up Edge, etc., because there was no stone path and you were like dancing around the bogs. But although it seems a bit more sterile, it really is needed for conservation purposes. And Moors for the Future have done a fantastic job up here, and places like the Kinder Low Summit and Black Hill, etc. As you can probably see in the background, there's a lot of like heather brash scattered around, but yeah, it's needed and it's welcomed on days like today. But if you come in winter, you really do feel the benefit then.
Yeah,
So we're heading up to Kinder Low now. We've just crossed over the path at the top of Jacob's Ladder and on the way to Edale Cross. And there's a lot of people out today. I don't blame them because it really is beautiful. It's probably around about mid-teens. There's a nice breeze at this point, thankfully. Just further back, there was no breeze and it was midge-central. And if anyone has watched my video where we camped just over the way near Wooler Knoll, we bivvied and I got attacked by midges during the night and I looked like the Elephant Man, I really did. It didn't look very good the next day. Yeah, thankfully there's a breeze now. So we've made it up to Kinder Low Trig. And well, it's a little bit hazy. There is an Emirates A380 in the background, but it's bliss, it really is. That'll be descending into Manchester, obviously. Manchester is to the west of Kinder Scout and the airport is there. I've camped on this edge before and you can just watch the planes going in, and that's probably the biggest one we'll see today, the A380. But it's just absolute bliss. And like I say, in the distance, I'll get a shot in a second. It's quite hazy, but the views are spectacular. What a day, Phil, eh? What a day to be out.
And there's more to come.
Definitely. So it's lunchtime at Kinder Low and I'm going all out with the Vegemite and peanut butter and tomato sandwiches with Marmite. So Vegemite or Marmite? What's your poison? Or neither? We're wandering along the western edge of Kinder now, heading from Kinder Low up towards the Downfall, and I've not been here for a few years. 2 years, something like that, but it feels a lot longer.
I've tried to come back here so you get a bit more.
So you've got Kinder Reservoir in the distance there, and Mermaid's Pool. We're making good progress across the western edge, but you could just keep stopping and taking in the views. It really is that stunning. One of the classic routes in the Peak District is the Hayfield Route, which I'm sure a lot of you have done already. Start down in Hayfield or at Bowden Bridge Quarry, come up William Clough all the way along the western edge to Kinder Low End, and then back down again. It's a really spectacular route, and my friend Steve and I actually, in our earlier days of exploring the Peak District, we did that route every week without fail for a year. So we limited our exploration, but what an amazing place, it really is. It's good to be back. Phil's a fell runner, so there's no stopping him today. We're getting ever closer to Kinder Downfall now, which I imagine is going to be very busy. Very popular lunch spot, and you can see why. The views are spectacular. There goes Phil. I need to up my fitness game to keep up with Phil. I've got the trail shoes, but yeah, I need to get the fitness level up there. I've been saying that, like, I love walking, and I love walking distances and stuff like that, and trying to push myself, but that step up from being able to walk and have the stamina to do that step up to fell running or running is something that over the years I've like dabbled with, but yeah, you need to fully commit to it, don't you, really? And Phil was saying, couch to 5k, just get that done. What would you say?
Yeah, definitely.
Any other things?
Some good podcasts.
Yeah.
Look for a friendly running club wherever you are. There are loads. Yeah. And just try and find one that's not too competitive. It'll ease you into it.
Yeah. It's got to be done, people. And there we are, Kinder Downfall in all its glory. I say glory, there's only a little bit of water going down it today. On days where there's lots of flow, and please forgive the wind noise, I do have a wind protector, but it is quite breezy. If the wind is coming in from a westerly direction, you get the waterfall going in reverse and blowing back over the top.
Today?
There are many amazing views in the Peak District, but this one takes some beating. It really does. Even on a hazy day like today. And if you come back when it's winter as well, when the waterfall is frozen, there's regularly people ice climbing and stuff like that. It's a sight to behold. Amazing grip from these Solomon Speedcross 4s. I'm not going to get too cocky and go any lower than that. And if you were here today, I do apologise for ruining your photos. But what an amazing place. You know what, I've been here more times than I can remember, but it never gets old. Coming up here in different seasons and that, the light changes, the colours change. So even though we did that walk, like I say, every week for a year, it never got too samey. It was always a different walk because the weather was different. I could sit here all day, or stand. There's the fell runner. 1 minute Phil was there, the next minute he's over there. There's not much flow at all. We're going to leave the edge path now, and we're going to walk up the river here from Kinder Downfall, and we're going to go through Kinder Gates, and then I think we'll pay a visit to the official summit. It's really busy out today, which is a really good thing. A lot of people out enjoying the scenery, the glorious Peak District scenery, but we'll be getting away from the crowds coming this way. There are so many amazing routes you can take. We're kind of just making this up as we go along and visiting some key little landmarks, but yeah, what a day. Derbyshire really has everything. We might not have the beach or the seaside, but we've got Matlock Bath, and it is quite sandy up here, so we're pretty close. There's more of the bags from the Moors for the Future project. It'll either be heather brash or cuttings, or there are some bags up here that used to be stone for the paths. Nice to meet you, mate. So we've just passed through Kinder Gates, and thankfully there's a nice breeze, so 0 midges, which is always good. Just met a guy that watches the videos, which is always good. It's always good. I've just been saying to Phil, it's always good to like convert the people from the comment feed or the views into real life. I met a guy at the car park this morning. Please forgive me. I think his name was Peter. And down at the Barber Booth car park there, Peter and his son, they were out on some training walks today. They're doing Snowdon next weekend. So great to meet you both, and good luck for next week. I'm going to go for it. Hop, skip, jump. It really is a fantastic place, the Kinder Plateau. This place and Bleaklow and the other malls in this sort of area seems very unique, and I remember my friends and I, Jay and Ray, I've just been looking at some old video recently of when we were cutting our teeth with navigation. That's probably around about 15, 16, 17 years ago, something like that. Those were the days, coming up onto Kinder with a map and compass and just heading off onto the plateau and just seeing what unfolded. Some more of the great work by Moors for the future, trying to retain some of this water. Here we are at the official summit of Kinder Scout and the highest point in Derbyshire, 636 metres, and just over there in the distance is the Kinder Low Trig Point that we had lunch at. There is a little false summit off to the west there, a pile of stones with a stake in it, but this little tussock of grass here is, believe it or not, the official summit. No plaques, no nothing. There did used to be a stake in it with a bit of a mini flag. Yeah, but still impressive. The views are fantastic, and I think next we're going to head towards Pimchair.
Just sort of eat it, couldn't you?
We've made it back onto the southern edge of Kinder now, and we're following the perimeter path towards Pimchair. I think we might head down Crowden, whether we take the path along the bank or whether we go straight down the river, we'll see. We're now walking through the wool packs, and just on that edge over there, my friend Rich and I camped. Well, it must be about a year and a half ago now, but Rich and I are heading to the Lake District for 4 days next weekend, so I'm really looking forward to that. By the time this video goes up, I'll probably be packing, or frantically packing, and getting ready for that trip. But you go from no videos for a while to, I did one the other week, there's one going live tomorrow, I have this one, I'm going out again tomorrow, and there's going to be the Lake District ones, and then we've got the Yorkshire Three Peaks coming. Yeah, we're back at it, and it feels good. It feels really good to be out again. We've made it to Crowden Tower. Now this is a vantage point. Tell me off if I'm using too many superlatives, but it's stunning up here. Amazing, glorious. That's where it came from, you know, using too many superlatives. And when I was using a website called audioboo.com, recording little podcasts and stuff like that, it just came out and I kept saying Glorious Peak District. Those who are new to my channel, my intro is very similar. Glorious Peak District more specifically, or yeah, you get the idea. But this is glorious. Grindslow Knoll in the background there. Nice to meet you, Andrew. Nice to meet you, mate. These guys are out doing the Edel Skyline route today, and once again, perfect day for it. So So this is the raging torrent that is Crowden Brook. Not quite so raging at the moment, but ooh, that was a risky one with the big camera. So I mentioned earlier on that or in previous times, I've scrambled up this brook. It's an amazing experience, especially when the water's flowing. You're scrambling up waterfalls and stuff like that. We're going to head straight down. Not a great deal of water in it today, but still an amazing... Is it scrambling if it's in reverse? Probably not. Tumbling. Hopefully not too much tumbling. Crowden Clough is amazing, don't get me wrong, but I think Crowden edges it for me, definitely. It's a bit trickier. This is the waterfall. Obviously not much water falling down it at the moment, but ordinarily it's quite a nice scramble up there through the water as it's gushing down at you. That's a good bit.
Oh my God, I tell you what, this has just been a great Saturday. You can keep your FA Cup final.
And your royal wedding.
You can keep your royal wedding, because when you've got this, 30, 40 foot.
So that's the little route we've just climbed down there. It's certainly more challenging than Grindsbrook, but have a go at Wild Boar Clough on Bleaklow. That's a good one. Another drop off here. A little plunge pool. Hopefully I won't take a plunge into it with the camera today though. That'll do.
Yeah.
Got you. This water is absolutely crystal clear. Obviously it's coming off a peat moor, so there's going to be sediment, but just stunning. And that's it. We're back on the regular path now, which will take us right down to the bottom of the brook. And there's Crowden Tower. The quick lunch stop. Another Vegemite sandwich. So we're meandering down via Crowden Brook now, and it's turning into a really beautiful evening. So here we are at Barber Booth, back at the car park, and in total, according to the Fitbit, it was 10.5 miles, and it really has been an enjoyable day. And it's great to finally meet you, Phil.
Yeah, and you, Dean.
I'll put some information in the description and on screen now about Phil's socials, where you can catch Phil's website and various other things. But as always, thanks for watching. It's been amazing. I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.